What's up, people? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We back in here with another episode, bringing today's hottest fantasy headlines to you. With me, we got Brown and we got Stack City. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on with you?
What's happening?
Man, same old, man. Digging into this news, trying to see what we can help somebody out, man.
No doubt.
Maybe
That's
we
what
can
it's
help
all
somebody.
about.
Is there help somebody and help ourselves while we at it?
Yeah,
That's real. It's about that time.
If it so happened to turn into a debate, I'm collecting them dubs.
Yes, sir.
Right.
True. All right. Well, guys, is that music too loud?
It can come down slightly.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Let me turn it down a bit.
I hear it, but I hear you too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
However
There
you
we
want to
go.
do it.
We're good.
Okay. Right there, good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Perfect. All right. First topic for the day, and we're just gonna run a quick spiel. Talk about the fantasy implications of whatever the headline. All right, Jameson Williams, Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams was hurt today. Pulled his hand. He's been dealing with a lot, man, since he first came into the league. He missed most of last season. He got suspended the first few games of this season. Now he's dealing with all these injuries, man. I hate to call him a bust, man, but it's getting close, man. It's getting close.
He take one step forward and two back.
And two back.
Can't win for losing.
At all, man. At all.
The best ability is availability.
Yeah, precisely.
I'm on the road. Should I keep going?
Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
I'm gonna let y'all have the floor.
All right, Steve.
Yo,
when Jameson misses time, who are we looking at?
looking at after Jameson Williams. Jameson, he's already missing time though. I mean, he's gonna be gone like the first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just business as usual. You know what I'm saying? Just keep sticking with what's my man's name down there?
After Jeff, who you talking about? A mindset.
St. Brown. Keep sticking with St. Brown. He gonna soak up all them targets. But after that, I feel like it's Hawkins.
After that, you got Marvin Jones.
Got more. Oh yeah. Marvin Jones.
Minnesota,
yeah. Hawkins in Minnesota. That's right. Yeah. They drafted Laporta. That's right. They drafted Laporta down there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. I'm thinking like, it's just gonna go to them, and then like probably that running back is gonna soak up a lot of those targets anyway. So like, I still feel like. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say your three receiver set's probably gonna look like Amon and Marvin Jones and Josh Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
And Reynolds.
Can I get it done?
Okay,
yeah. Don't forget about Khalif Raymond. Don't forget they just signed into a contract extension. He's produced in the past, so he's a sleeper for me. He's a sleeper.
Raymond. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of those targets are gonna go to the running back they drafted. He is. Yeah, he's gonna soak up a whole lot of those, like even over like maybe the third wide receiver. I feel like, you know what I mean.
For sure.
So, yeah, for sure. I feel like the tight. I feel like the 1-2, and then probably the tight end, and then like maybe Gibbs after that. They're not gonna miss him. But when he comes back, that's gonna be a luxury. That's gonna be a luxury right there, because he if he's right, he's a good wide receiver.
Yeah. I definitely want to see more about him, because. All the posts that I've read is just like he's just a deep threat. I want to hear more about him coming across the middle and expanding his route tree a little bit. But we'll see. All right, Stack, this one for you. Russell Gage is out for the season, and currently he was Tampa Bay's number 3 receiver. Now, whether that role bears any fruit or not, it just depends on whoever is passing them the ball. But who are we looking to pick up next?
I mean, just more targets for Godwin and Evans. They're gonna be your 2 main guys anyway. Like you said, I don't know how much was gonna be left over for that third guy. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's gonna be more the same with them too. You know.
Yeah.
Who we got at the QB right now? Who's leading the race?
So Mayfield.
Yeah, they said Mayfield is leading.
Okay, he's still leading.
But
no Kyle Trask yet.
No Kyle Trask.
But probably after week 1.
Yeah. We've been saying Trask has been more
what Mayfield can do
of a downfield threat. Like Baker's just been dinking and dunking, and Trask has been stretching the field. So that might be what they need. You know, Baker might be the safe play with the dinking and dunking, but you know, if you want to win games, you might have to go with the.
You might have to go with the
Brett Favre type, the gunslinger.
Yeah, you might have to go with a different look. You might have to go with the gunslinger. Oh, yeah. But that definitely hurts a little bit because and then they got Trey Palmer too.
They got Trey Palmer, and he had a pretty nice game in that first preseason game. He had like 4 catches, like 40 yards and a touchdown.
That opens up an opportunity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Next man up. Like that's what it's all about in this league. Next man up. Who they got at tight end down there now?
What's going on with your boy brother? Thanks for joining.
Who do they got at tight end?
They got Cade Otton.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and they I got Rashad White. He's still
White.
The number one alpha guy as far as out the backfield.
He's the number one guy.
Alpha.
You know who I want to? Who a sleeper? He may not. You know who I think the most talented back on their roster is, and I got him in one of my leagues.
Who's that?
And that's Sean Tucker out of Syracuse.
Tucker. Yeah.
The only reason he went undrafted is because he had a heart defect.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, teams were scared to pick him. He went undrafted. But this was a guy who put up big numbers his sophomore and junior year at Syracuse. Like, even when defenses were geared up to stop him, he still, I think he had 1,400 yards his sophomore year.
Yeah.
And over 1,000 his junior year for Syracuse. And they knew he was the guy and still couldn't stop him.
Right.
I think he might be the most talented at. He just got cleared not too long ago to participate in full clearance to participate in all football activities.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great preseason start, but he's just getting the rust off.
Yeah.
So I look for him at some point to potentially take over the backfield. Right now he's 4th on the depth chart, but I actually think he might be the most talented.
4.
Yeah.
That must be a Ricky. That must be a Bijan thing.
Yeah.
That's a Bijan third on the depth chart there, right there. Yeah.
But he also, like I said, he just got cleared.
Gotcha.
But I look for him at some point to be somebody that can potentially take over that backfield.
So is he a banger? Because I feel like that's kind of what they need with Rashad. You know, the way Rashad was running last year, he seemed like more of a scat back. You know what I mean?
He can between the tackles and he got speed.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's all-purpose back. He can catch it out the backfield. He's a 4-4. He's a 4-4 guy, if not below. And he can run between the tackles.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see if he's able to produce. Sometimes all they need is an opportunity.
Right.
All right. Next piece of news. Justin Ross, Devontae Adams return to practice. All their if you guys have them in fantasy, you can take that sigh of relief. Treylon Burks, Titans wide receiver, their prize second-year guy, was quartered off from practice today. Report said that he had sprained his LCL and he'd be out a couple weeks. Yeah, so with Burks, I feel like he was already, moving down the totem pole. This is going to give Kyle
What do you mean
Phillips
by down? I think he was the number 2 guy.
He was the number 2. But, it's giving those other guys a chance to step up. You got Kyle Phillips, you got Nick Westbrook, Akine, guys like that. And the tight end, Okonkwo, I feel like he is going to be more important part of that offense now that Burks is out. So hopefully he can come back before week 1 and get a little momentum going. But for now, go ahead and move Kyle Phillips and Nick Westbrook, Akine up your draft boards.
What are they saying?
Can I speak my piece on that one?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm a Treylon Burks guy, so I'm still on his bandwagon. Like, I think when he comes back, he still steps into that number 2 role.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He was a first round guy last year. They spent a first round pick on him last year. If I'm not mistaken. And
he's like the first receiver drafted.
Yeah, mixed results last year. He was hurt a little bit. He was hurt for a while, and then he started to come on strong for a little bit towards the end. But he was looking here. They said slimmed down, and he gotten quicker and faster, and better with route running, and quicker off the quicker in his starts off the line, and all the reports were positive. So. And I was favoring him last year when he got drafted, so I'm still on that bandwagon.
Yeah, oh yeah, everybody was on him. Everybody was on him. I know I did because he was apparently the only show in town. But
I'm saying I'm still on.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be AJ Brown replacement.
Yeah,
that didn't work out though. You see what AJ doing, and you see what he doing. But I mean, he's still gonna get plenty of opportunities the way they drafted him. You know what I'm saying? With how high they drafted him. But DeAndre Hopkins is in town, and he's alpha dog now. You know what I mean? So Burks can slide back into that number 2 role. That might be a little bit better suited for him. You know what I mean? And maybe he can work it out like that. In that offense. But it ain't gonna be a whole lot of passes going on anyway with Derrick Henry back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they had a quarterback, if they had a better quarterback, I think Burks has potential to be the T. Higgins to Hopkins, Jamar Chase.
Okay.
That's high praise. You said what now? He isn't a bad quarterback.
He's a game manager, man. Yeah.
He's no Joe Burrow. He's no Joe Burrow.
He's no Burrow for sure, but he can get it to him. He can get it to him for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next piece of news. Vikings prize rookie Jordan Addison is in the news again. This time, he wasn't driving 115 miles per hour to get his dog to the hospital. He took a lick up on the noggin. He's in a concussion protocol. Did not practice today. I really haven't heard anything good about him. Great about him this all season so far, the preseason. And to me, he was already fighting for the number 3 role, because I think Gage Osborne has solidified himself as number 2 receiver. Yeah, so
I was thinking that was a competition. So you saying he probably number 3?
I think he's number 3 right now. I think Addison is number 3, and it's giving guys like Jalen Naylor, Jalen Reagor. They got a lot of Jalen's over there a chance to catch up.
Not my guy Reagor.
Yeah, it's giving those guys.
Is that Reagor? Is that Reagor who used with the Eagles?
Yeah, that's
it. Play for the Eagles.
High pick, very very high pick. But
wasn't he drafted before
Justin Jefferson? Yes, he was. Yeah, like maybe a couple picks before him. We definitely could have had Jefferson. Ridiculousness.
Could have saved y'all like millions of dollars last year.
Right.
Best receiver in the NFL. It's crazy.
That's crazy how it works. But that's tough. That's a tough blow for him for his progress. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you got to get on. What Stack said, the best availability is, just being available. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
best ability.
The best ability. Yeah. Out the gate. Yeah. So I mean, you got to be on that field. You know what I mean? So you're probably gonna drop down.
Oh, for sure. And it might be facing some discipline from the league as well. So
right.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Another quick tidbit: Jonathan Taylor leaves camp again. This time it's excused. I don't know where he's going with that situation. I mean, at this point, I'm taking him off my draft board, so let's not get him in double-digit rounds.
They said at least it was excused by the league, by his team though. Like, yeah. So he's getting paid for this.
He's getting paid.
So like it's a lot going on right there, because they was like whoever the coach was striking. He was like, he's gonna be at practice this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so everybody was expecting him to be back, but I mean, now he's got personal issues. So as soon as he got back, so
something going on. Yeah, there's smoke, there's fire.
So can I speak my piece on that one?
Go for it.
That could mean anything. Like an excused absence for a personal reason can mean anything. I don't like that Jonathan situation. I'm about like you got to fall to double-digit rounds almost for me to, you know what I mean? I'm definitely not like using a first, second, or third, you know what I mean, pick on him in my fantasy boards because it's too unsettled. That situation is too unsettled. You know what I mean? So and this personal reason, an excused absence for a person, who knows what that means? Like it just so happens to come. It just so happens to come on the heels of the whole back and forth with him and the owner and all this other going on down there. And who knows what the real root of the issue is with this latest issue. So buyer beware.
For sure. Like
buyer beware.
There's too much going on there, man. Like, you know, with his contract dispute and, you know, beef with the owner and he's trying to get away. Like, no way.
It's about like buying a car, you know what I mean, from one of these pop-up used car salesmen. It looks good, you know what I mean? And the car might even have a good reputation, but like it might be a lemon though. It's like, so this year that Jonathan Taylor, the talent is there. If he's on the field as the number one and you sure he's in the right frame of mind, you definitely pick him. But in this situation, it might be a lemon, bro.
Yeah,
man, it's crazy because like you seen the running backs just get signed to teams that didn't really need running backs, bro. Like, so I feel like if Israel felt like he wasn't gonna be there, like, I mean, or not Israel, but the GM over there, you know, if they felt like he wasn't gonna be there, like, I feel like they would have like kicked the tires on at least one of them. You know, like that one got like, I mean, like that's basically nothing. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a crazy situation, man. You know, maybe they feel like they good with. I mean, and then the other kids who broke, you know, Moss, he broke his arm. Like, I mean, they struggling right now.
After that is Deion Jackson, who's still very unproven, going into his second year.
Yeah, and he had some decent games last year, but they got the rookie. What's his name? Hull or something like that.
Hull.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe they feel like they got a good group. I don't know. Yeah. It seems kind of crazy to me if you got a Dalvin.
Richardson gonna do a lot of running too, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Super sketchy. Right. Super sketchy situation, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right. Next piece of news. We got Keaton Mitchell, Baltimore Ravens rookie running back from the East Carolina University. Seeing first team reps, and this is with J.K. Dobbins back, who's supposed number one. All right, what do you guys make of this? Should we run to the wire and pick him up, or what do you guys think?
Now, who is this? Keaton Mitchell. And he plays for, because I don't even know who this guy is.
Baltimore Ravens.
Play with the Ravens. Okay, so he's seeing first.
And listen, that's why. You good? You about to go, Brian?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you pretty much answered the question right there. Like, more has to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, even a lot of people invested in keeping up with the NFL, like, don't know who this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So first, a report about first team reps,
right,
is, you know, you gotta take that you gotta take that with a grain of salt. At this point in time in the season, and where we are.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt. So I don't think it means too much.
Yeah, and
don't run to the wire. Not yet.
No, please don't.
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious too. With, you know, he in this past preseason game, he didn't have like a great game. He had like 6 carries for 11 yards, and then he had like a catch for like 4 yards. So he didn't have a great game. But that being said, the coaches and staff may have seen something that they like.
Right.
So,
definitely don't go spend no money on him right now in your fantasy league.
Yeah, no.
If you're in a 30-team league, you can, you know,
pick him up,
go kick the tire.
Yeah.
Or if you have like a bench spot, if you have somebody that you wouldn't mind cutting, like, pick him up and see what happens, man. Pick him up and see what happens.
As long as it ain't gonna hurt you. Yeah, I feel like kick the tire.
Don't put no bid on him.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got Atlanta Falcons running back Tyler Allgeier is expected to see about 170 touches this year.
Okay.
170 touches. And not to mention, he might get some of the money carries too. What do you guys make of this situation? This report is from one of the beat writers. Beat writers are the guys.
Is that from a beat guy? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. They at every practice, and they see everything. Talk to the coaches, players. What do you guys make of this? Should we sound the alarm on Bijan? Like maybe drop him down a few rounds, or what y'all?
Now, did they give a report on Bijan as well, or is this just an Allgeier thing?
It was mostly Allgeier.
Okay.
They were saying Bijan could see upwards of 200 touches. That's carries and passes, receptions.
Got you. Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
No. Bijan gonna see 300 plus touches. Ooh. You know what I mean? In that offense, in that running offense, unless he gets injured, he's gonna see 300. And with that draft capital, like he's gonna see 300 plus touches. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe Allgeier can get like a little spell work, but I can't see you taking that talent off the field. You know what I mean? I just can't see it. Allgeier was successful last year too. That's the thing about it. Yeah. It's tough when you got a kid like that coming in like with, I don't know, he's a leader already in the locker room. Like, I don't know. I don't see everything on good.
You're talking about Bijan?
About Bijan, yeah, definitely, yeah. Already, that's what they're saying. That's what reports are. But go ahead, say.
I'm 50-50 on this either way. I can see it happening, but I can see it not happening. Like beat writers have an agenda too. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people don't realize. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes what they write, can be taken with a grain of salt, even though they're with the team more than any other type of media outlet. You know what I mean? Right. You definitely think in most occasions that you can trust a beat writer more than you can just a national publication who just kind of follows generally the entire landscape. Because beat writers, they everywhere with the guys. You know what I mean? But they're people with agendas as well. So I don't know whether to believe that, like how much that can be taken seriously or not. Like almost 200 touches when you have a talent like Bijan in the back as well. It seems pretty high, but he did have a nice little year last year. Mm-hmm. So you might not put much of a strain on one person if that one person is a generational talent who's still young. Right. So I can see a committee approach. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like my man Brown said, you know what I mean, that's a lot of touches to be having the ball not in your first round pick's hands. Like Bijan, like a first round pick like that.
Yeah. That's real. Especially when they spend, like I said, they spent that draft capital. Like running backs to get picked that high, they get an opportunity. Like what's that? Saquon, Gurley, like these are like Zeke Elliott. Like they feed those guys the ball. Like rookie year, they feed them the ball. They're usually successful. But I'll say they maybe they're trying to limit Ritter from making mistakes, and maybe they just want to run the hell out of the ball on first and second down. And if it's 3rd and 3, they're running the ball on 3rd down too. Maybe it's a situation like that. But I mean, I can't. It's not adding up to me. Like I see Bijan getting 300 plus, so 170 for him would be like close to 500. Running back carries. I don't see that.
If what you said is the case. Like if what you just said is the case, then buyer beware with London and Pitts.
Right. Oh, I'm out on those guys anyway. Yeah. I'm out on those guys. So yeah.
I got both of them on my roster that I'm in the league with y'all with.
I mean,
believe in them.
And anything can happen. It's just the quarterback play. You know what I'm saying? Like, does anybody know who their backup is? Because I feel like. It's Heineke.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke.
I feel like with Heineke in there, like, yes, those sky's the limit with those guys. But I mean, Ritter ain't showed me too much, man. I feel like they might try to limit him or either try to bring him along slowly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Brown, the league we in together, you got Bijan, right?
Right, yeah.
And I got Pitts and London. To make some type of trade?
Trade for Pitts and London for Bijan?
Yeah.
That would be nice. That'd be perfect. You have
to throw first rounder too. You gotta be the first rounder.
Bijan, that first overall pick, bro. Every and even in redraft leagues, like he's gonna be maybe top 5. You know what I mean? That's an expensive pick, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think he's truly going to get going until maybe like week 4 or after the bye week. So we'll see.
When is their bye week?
When is their bye week? Let me see.
Because after the bye week might be late in the season.
Yeah, true.
But that report, you think that report could speak to something as far as Bijan is concerned, just like how he's looking, picking up the offense and things like that? You think it has anything to do with that potentially?
It could be. It definitely could be. Did he play in the first game? I don't even think Bijan played in their first preseason game. So yeah, I mean it could be. I don't think he did.
I don't think any starters did.
Okay. Maybe they just set everybody like that then. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I would think, you know what I'm saying, just get your rookie running back, you know, a couple snaps. You know what I mean? But you know, like I said, they preparing him for that big work role.
You don't want to, or you don't want to expose his flaws too early.
Yeah,
right.
Pass blocking.
If you're saying Tyler get 170 pitches,
ooh,
yeah, pass blocking.
They might not have played him to expose his flaws early.
Yeah,
let me check what their stat line was, but y'all go ahead.
The Falcons have a week 11 bye.
Oh God,
yeah, week
11. Bijan he'll be leading the league in rushing by then. You ain't got to worry about that. He'll be leading the league in rushing. He'll be the hit. You know, went past the rookie wall.
Yeah. Before we move on to basketball, real quick, Keaton Mitchell, the Ravens we're talking about, his career in college. He played 4 years.
Yeah.
463 rushing attempts, 3,000 yards, 6.5 yards a carry, 25 touchdowns.
Okay.
And on top of that, he had 60 receptions for 580 yards and 3 more scores in the air.
For who? Who he played for again?
East Carolina.
Okay.
So even though there's
said that earlier.
Yeah, even though there's not like super prime time football, it's still good competition. Somebody to keep an eye on, man. Somebody keep an eye on. All right,
go ahead and run to the wire and pick him up, huh?
Oh, I've been looking. I've been trying to. People already on them in the leagues I'm in. People already on them.
Okay.
To the NBA now, we got Kristaps Porzingis is officially out 4 to 6 weeks. This won't affect his regular season, or shouldn't affect his regular season availability. But you never know, man. He's battling plantar fasciitis in his foot, and foot injuries and big man. Bad combination. So hopefully he can get over that. If he was to miss time in the regular season, who y'all targeting?
If he was to do what now?
If he was to miss time in a regular season, who are y'all targeting?
Oh, you talking about like fantasy basketball?
Yeah.
Or you talking about just how is it going to affect
fantasy basketball?
Affect the Celtics?
Mm-hmm. Fantasy basketball.
Of course. That's the interesting question. I think the verdict is still out on that. I don't think it's going to affect them. It's a catch-22, a bit of a.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, he froze. Yeah. I guess it just depends on like if they're going to start him at center or power forward. If they start him at center.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, you froze.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Okay. Say that again.
Well, I was saying, it's kind of a catch-22 a little bit, like in that normally 4 to 6 weeks is not anything to be concerned about.
Yeah.
At the same time, that foot injury was a big man, like the foot and the big man, like you said already, is not a good mix, you know. So I think the verdict is still out. You don't want to go necessarily fixating your mind targeting somebody else till we see like how that situation develops. Still early. We're not close to draft season with NC basketball yet. So it's not too much to be concerned about right now. Just kind of like keep your eye on the situation and monitor the situation.
Only if it lingers.
Kind of monitor stuff like that.
That's why we're monitoring.
Yeah.
So do we know if he's playing? Like, is he starting at center? Like for them, I wonder what their projected roster is.
I'm looking right now, and it says he's projected to start at power forward. They got
power forward.
Tatum at the 3, Brown at the 2, Horford at the 5. So if he's out, then I think they'll probably move Tatum to the 4. And more shooting in like Hauser or somebody like that.
So I definitely think they can hold the fort down as long as he doesn't. Speaking from a Celtics standpoint, As long as he doesn't miss too much time, they can hold the fort down without him if he missed the first few weeks or something like that. If it lingered that long, I doubt it's going to linger long unless it's more than what we're privy to. There's more going on than what we know about.
Yeah. So I feel like they'll probably just move. If they move in Tatum up, they still have Brogdon, right?
Yeah, they still have Brogdon.
Yeah, so they probably moved him and White in the starting lineup. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so that seems kind of. I mean, maybe, you know what I mean. Get 2 point guards out there since Jalen can't dribble. Yeah, he gets all the money anyway. Right. You know what I mean? But they probably just rotate everybody up. I don't know if it's like a specific target.
Jalen gonna come back with handles on the left hand, bro.
He gonna have to, man.
He going hard like that.
First of all, that max contract they just gave him. Second of all, like everybody's talking about that.
Everybody's talking about it. Man. Everybody's talking about it.
If he's not in somebody's gym right now working on his ball handle under his left hand, you know what I mean? Like
at this moment,
like that had to be some type of stipulation in his new contract.
Yeah,
it had to be. You know what I mean? Because like everybody it's been exposed. We all know everybody's talking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna come back with improved ball handling in the left hand, bro.
Yeah,
he should.
He should. Yeah, hopefully. All right. Last piece of big NBA news, and this is purely speculation. Alperen Sengun, Steve's boy, Brown's boy, drops 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, 3 blocks. In fantasy basketball, we call that a week winner, a week winning game.
A killer. Hey, let's take that. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
So what was your question again?
So looking at the stat line, do you think that this production can carry over into the regular season for him?
No.
Keep in mind, that he's playing
when you say that production, you're not talking about that type of average, are you?
Nah, we know he's not going to get 5 steals and 3 blocks every game.
I like his game. He's a solid young big. I think his rookie year, this is his 3rd year. He's still only like 21, I believe.
Yeah.
His first year, he averaged like 9 points a game. Second year, 14. Go from 9 to 14 to high 20s and close to 30. I think that's unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially with the team like that he's on.
Yeah. You got a lot of pieces around him now.
Yeah, a lot of pieces around him. Now, I like his game, but I don't think his stats will be too much higher than what they were this previous year. If that. I mean, he does what he does well. He's effective at what he does, but it's not. He did it against like Ukraine, right?
Something like that.
He wasn't. That's not like NBA or competition. You know what I mean? And he's good at what he does. Sets good screens. He rolls to the basket. He's a guy who catches the ball on the move and finishes when catching it on the move, which is why he's great in the pick and roll. He's a big body. He's thick. He can set good ball screens. Roll to the basket. He got soft hands. And he can finish well in the post. You know, he's not the best outside shooter, not the best 3-point shooter. I think he was like 33% last year. He doesn't need to be, but the type of game he has in the league and the way the league is evolving, he's not going to put up anything close to that as far as his stat line next season. Not close.
Yeah.
As far as points. Now the rebounds are. You should be a little higher than that in rebounds.
Yeah, especially playing
as far
as
the NBA. And the blocks, he probably won't be getting 3. Yeah, he probably won't be getting 3 blocks a game.
No, nor steals.
But he want nor 3 steals. No, yeah. What's that? 5
steals. 5 steals.
5? Oh, yeah, he won't get nowhere near 5 steals. He also won't average nowhere near 30 points, though.
Yeah.
And you said this was against Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ukraine, bro. So Ukraine,
they're literally at war right now, man.
Solid college teams will beat Ukraine. That's no diss against them. I don't want no beef.
You know
what I mean? But solid college teams will beat Ukraine.
Yeah, I think he'll have an occasional blow up game like this throughout the season, but I definitely don't see this as being sustainable. I don't think he had more than 2 or 3 steals in the game last season.
Right.
So
give me what you think his average could be, just top end average.
height and average.
I'll go first.
And that team, with that team, you know, think about the talent they got him, you know, and stuff like that. Down there.
So yeah, like when he was gone for a second, I said I gave his average. He averaged like 14 a game last year, 14.8.
He
right
did 14. Yeah.
I don't think he ain't getting no higher than like 16, 17 a game at most, at peak. This
so you saying he ain't gonna? Okay, so you saying he ain't gonna make?
He's
that
not
much
too much to clip.
Oh, I'm looking at his stats right now, and he averaged 9 rebounds per game. His 3-point percentage was 33. He shot 33% from 3.
Excellent.
And we averaged like right at 15 points. Is that right?
Right at 15, yeah.
Okay.
So if he got that average up to about like 38, you're right. I can see
the 3-point percentage.
Yeah.
He's not gonna get it up to 33% for the casual basketball fans. To go from 33 to 38, that's a big jump for
nice jump. That's a big jump.
Or it's a big jump for anybody, but especially for a true 5 like type of guy like he is.
He's a stretch 5.
He's a stretch guy. But I'm trying to like.
He's not playing with his back to the basket.
It's his use.
No, he doesn't play with his back to the basket, but he's a roll to the basket type of guy.
Yeah. And he can step out and hit a jump shot.
All right. Well, we can agree to disagree. I mean, is the form broke? Is he a stretch in my what I think of a stretch? In my opinion.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like he can play down low too.
30% doesn't necessarily speak to a stretch either. That's how many attempts a game?
That's
how many attempts a game?
Let me see. It's 1 out of 3. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Threes per game. Okay, so it looks like last year he only shot about 1 3 a game.
Oh yeah, he's not a stretch, bro.
So he wasn't really shooting.
If you even watch him play and look at his game, he scored most of his baskets at the. You know what I mean? When he's a true 5, I mean the 90s or early 2000s definition of a true 5. I mean today's definition of a true 5. Guys who still score right at the rim. You know what I mean? Nobody's a back to the basket 5 anymore. Not too many. Right. You know what I mean? They might mix that in with their game, but not too many. But he's a guy that scores right at the rim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like he's not even too much of a threat. Like he's not even too much of a threat. 33% on 1 attempt. You know, he's not really a stretch, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
But yeah. I didn't realize he shot that left. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
He did improve his 3-point percentage from 24.8 his rookie season to
33.3.
Yeah.
How many was he shooting his rookie season? How many attempts?
He probably just shot him left.
Well, he shot more. He shot 0.4
he shot more last
1.6, so about 2 threes a game last year.
There you go. That's why he had to increase.
Yeah.
He was shooting much less.
Yeah. But that's more efficient too. It's more efficient too.
Yeah.
I mean, typically speaking, though, when you shoot less, your percentage should be higher. When you shoot more, it should be like a little lower.
Lower, yeah.
Right. I like him, man. I like him. I like his game, bro. I feel like he can take that step in that offense with these new kids they got coming in. Like,
he's a good piece.
I like to go.
He's a good piece to that team he has around him.
A solid piece. I feel like his upside, I feel like he can be like an 18-point guy. You know what I'm saying? His minutes got to come up too. Yeah. I don't know that he got a lot of minutes last year.
Played 28 a game. 28 a game.
He had about 28. The minutes got to be in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's clearly their best, you know what I'm saying, big. You know what I mean? So
their best closest thing to a big. To a back to an old school big. To a traditional big.
I see what you're saying, yeah. So I mean, you know, I feel like he can do a little something, man. You know, we'll see. I think the Rockets on the rise, though. They definitely going in the right direction.
We saving that other NBA topic for tomorrow.
For sure. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be some more that'll drop too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I really like the guy we were about to talk about.
We'll be on here all night talk about it. Any final thoughts, guys?
No, man. Yeah, I appreciate all these takes y'all have. You know what I mean? With the fantasy and the football. You know what I mean? And I like mixing it up too. You know, I like that. I don't know how the audience likes it, but I like it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I feel like the people gonna appreciate, you know what I mean, like both aspects of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
They're gonna come to hear Brown talk his football. They're gonna hear me talk basketball and Von talk both. You know what I mean? And yeah, Von, you know, Von he do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So well versed in both. And then Friday, you know what I mean, gonna do his thing with all as well.
Yes,
you know
sir.
I mean? So, hey, stay tuned in, man. Stay tuned in. We're gonna bring you everything you need about football related. Fantasy.
Stay locked in. Stay locked in. We're gonna get you where you need to be, especially starting that fantasy season. Ooh, you know what I mean? We're gonna get you where you need to be.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
It's on. It's on.
All right. Well, y'all ain't got anything else. Appreciate everybody joining.
Hey, I got a lot more, but you got to live to die another day, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys, and catch you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir.